What's good, YouTube? Today we finna watch 6 disturbing cases of real found footage. This video was made by Morbid for Fun. This is my first video from him. I ain't never watched him before, so like, we finna see what he talking about. We finna see if this is a good video. Either way, we finna get into it, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, and you know what I'm saying? Tell me what y'all want me to react to next down below. Other than that, let's get into it. Oh shit.
On November 17th, 2010, On November 17th, 2010, the National Post would upload some of the most disturbing found footage of all time. This found footage received the name the Elaine Campione tapes. These tapes were filmed on October 2nd, 2006 in Ontario, Canada.
Hi Serena, it's August 8th, 2006. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Serena. Happy birthday to you. Serena's 3 today. Yay! What do you think, Sophia? You sing happy birthday? No?
Definitely gonna be me when I get older. I'm coming in the room. On my child's birthday, I'm coming in the room loud, screaming at the top of my lungs. I don't care if they gotta go to school the same day or what. I'm in there one, happy birthday to you. I'm in there, I'm screaming it. You feel me?
I'm 3.
You're 3 today. Yay! Shall we go to the living room and see if you've got any birthday presents from the birthday fairies?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
The tape starts off innocent and wholesome as Elaine sings happy birthday to one of her daughters, Serena. It is her 3rd birthday, but things would take a twisted turn. On the surface, it seems innocent, giving her daughter a bike, but out of nowhere, she drops this line.
Yes, this is a deplorable, horrible, messy, filthy apartment that supposedly my 2 children and I live in, and it's just a horrible, horrible mess.
Hold on.
2 children, horrible, messy, filthy.
This line.
Yes, this is a deplorable, horrible, messy, filthy apartment that supposedly my 2 children and I live in, and it's just a horrible, horrible mess. Yeah.
But it don't seem that bad though. Maybe she's saying it like metaphorically speaking. Cause to me, other than, you know what I'm saying, the clothes on the couch and like, you know what I'm saying, on the floor and stuff, whatever. Other than that, it don't seem that bad. It don't seem dirty to me.
I think Diego Campione is totally in the wrong, and I hope he burns in hell for all his sins. The same as Leonardo. All I wanted to do was take care of my 2 little girls and live happily ever after the 3 years of physical, emotional, and mental abuse that I endured tremendously by Leonardo Campione, and then the past year from Anna and Diego Campione, the mental and emotional abuse, which wouldn't stop, and I had CAS keep bringing these 2 people into my life over and over again when I kept telling.
Oh, okay. I don't mean to keep pausing it, but hold on. Like, it's a lot going on right now. First, we started off, you know, innocent. Happy birthday to you. And then it went from innocent to I hope you burn in for what you did to me. Like, Leonardo, I hate you. And they got the CIA on my kids and all type of other stuff. I'm like, where did this come from? Like, we supposed to be having a good time. Like, I know, like, underneath all, like, you know what I'm saying, smile. Some people, you know what I'm saying, can put on a good show. But at the end of the day, how they feeling on the inside isn't really being portrayed on the outside. But I'm saying, like, it's your daughter's birthday. You just hold it in. You gotta hold it
Telling
in.
them the amount of mental and emotional abuse it was causing my 3-year-old daughter Serena and I and Sophia. It was horrible and uncalled for, and I want justice to my family for what they have all done to us. I cried out for help. They should have charged him for the assaults he did to me, the assaults he did to my oldest daughter Serena, and they did nothing for us.
Whoa.
That came out of left field. In the report, Elaine claimed that Leo kicked her in the stomach during her pregnancy and continued to abuse her throughout both pregnancies. After their daughters, Serena and Sophia, were born, Leo allegedly continued to harm Elaine, sometimes in front of the children. Between April 2004 and June 2005, Leo faced several charges, including 4 counts of assault, a death threat, and 1 count of bodily harm against Elaine. Additionally, he was charged after Elaine reported that he struck Serena while she was in her high chair, causing her lip to swell and bleed. Despite these charges, Leo was released from jail on a $10,000 bond. Elaine also alleged that Leo exerted control over her at home, forbidding her from speaking to her mother and monitoring her phone calls to ensure compliance. Over time, she felt so trapped by his behavior that she believed her only option was to leave the home. She left for a while because she was staying at the doctor's, but right when she got better, she
Look at the, like, bro, look at her eye, bro. Look at her eye. Bro. Like, you can look at her eyes and tell, like, you can see the pain that she's going through just by looking at her, bro. Like, that shit not right, man. Then they let him out after he struck this. Well, I don't know which one they said struck, but struck the child, bro, in the high chair. Assaulting the children. That's just not one thing. Like, assault in general, but when it comes to like children, bro, I do not go for that, bro. That is not alright.
left for a while because she was staying at the doctor's, but right when she got better, she finally filed for divorce and asked for custody over their children. Elaine stated that it's better if she moves back into her parents' house back in New Brunswick with the children, but got denied since Leo was only allowed to see his daughters during supervised visits. And if they allowed Elaine to move back to New Brunswick, this would have prevented Leo into seeing his kids, since during this time he faced criminal charges. Elaine's mother decided to come visit Ontario to watch the children when she noticed that Elaine was a bit off. Elaine had some type of extreme paranoia, thinking that her kids would be taken away. Because of this paranoia about someone taking her little girls, she then decides that the only option is to take out her own daughters.
Whoa.
And you can have it your way. Your wife and your daughters are...
Whoa. No. Bro. It's like, bro. And this is just the first video, bro. It's just the first found footage video, man. Like, this is just the first case. Like, it gets to a point. Like, I understand. Like, no matter how much pain, trauma someone is causing you, bro, it's never worth it to take out your children. Your children don't deserve that. Don't you deserve your life? Your children deserve their life. Like, bro, they never just little babies, bro. Come on, man. Cause she was afraid they was gonna get taken from her. Like, I would rather my children get taken than to, you know what I'm saying, be unalive. That is not right, man. But you can tell, like I said, in most of the pictures you seen of her, she was not looking okay. She was smiling, but she wasn't smiling. You know what I'm saying, bro.
dead now. We're all in heaven. I tried to overdose.
Sadly, Serena and Sophia would drown in the bathtub as Elaine forced them down in the bathtub. She later reveals in that same video that she tried to OD but woke up and didn't pass away. Since she lived, she was arrested, and on November 15, 2010, Elaine Campione was finally convicted. The jury determined that, despite her mental health issues, she understood that committing murder was wrong. She was sentenced to life in prison with no eligibility for parole for 25 years. There's even a tape that surfaced of her custody, which is equally as disturbing to watch. I'm gonna show you a video and I want you guys to tell me what's disturbing about this clip.
Well, you're looking good. Grandma was saying that she thought that you got quite a bit thinner, but you look fit. I don't know.
Well, I've been surviving mostly on McDonald's food. It's just so much easier just to pop into a restaurant. But
Yeah,
like I've said before, it gets too expensive and
it does.
I have to start eating at home more.
At first glance, this video doesn't seem unsettling. Just a father casually talking to his son who's flipping through a newspaper. But here's the twist. The man sitting on the couch is Jeffrey Dahmer. This seeming
I wanted to say that, but I kept it to myself. I was gonna say he looks like Jeffrey Dahmer, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna say that about somebody. I'm not gonna say it about him. I'm just going to think it and let it keep going. But at the same, I was like, bro, look like Jeffrey Dahmer. I was like, that was like when he said, let me tell me what you see wrong with this clip. And I was gonna say, bro, looks like Jeffrey Dahmer, but then I kept it to myself. But it's actually Jeffrey fucking Dahmer. But okay.
seemingly ordinary home video, recorded by Dahmer's father, takes on a chilling undertone when you realize that by the time this footage was filmed, Dahmer had already murdered several people. While the exact date of the recording is unknown, we know he had already claimed multiple victims by this point, making the video far more disturbing than it first appears. My guess is that this video was recorded between 1989 to 1991, since he was arrested on July 22nd, 1991. To those who don't know about Dahmer, he was born on May 21st, 1960, and resides in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. When he was just 18 years old, he took out his first victim in his own home with a 10-pound kettlebell, where he would later hide the body in the basement. The following day, he would bury the corpse, but several weeks later, he dug the body back up, dismembered it, and scattered the remains on the property. After this, he would go on a 9-year hiatus without harming anyone, but tragically, he would then kill 16 other people. He was arrested on July 12, 1991, and was killed in prison on November 28, 1994. This video is actually very disturbing because it shows how a monster can act normal and blend in plain sight. Since we are talking about disturbing websites, it is important to talk about the importance of a VPN. Browsing online without protection is like leaving your door wide open. Anyone can see what's inside. A VPN locks the door by hiding your IP address and encrypting your connection, keeping your
Shout out to them.
Blue hole near Dahab, Egypt is one of the most infamous diving spots in the world, known for its beauty and deadly reputation. This underwater sinkhole drops to a depth of over 328 feet, with a shallow entrance called the Saddle sitting just 20 feet below the surface. Many divers attempt to navigate its most notorious feature, the Arch, a 26-foot long tunnel that begins 181 feet down. Beyond the Arch, the ocean floor disappears into seemingly endless void for over 3,300 feet deep, surrounded by vibrant coral and
I can't deal with the ocean, bro. Like, whenever I go to the beach, yeah, I might dip my foot off in, you know what I'm saying, the water, you know what I'm saying. Might go a little far off into it, you feel me? But like, I don't see how people be like far off into the ocean and like just be swimming, just chilling, just there. Like, I can't do it, man. Not even like the fear of like sharks or anything like that. It's just like, bro, what's down there is like endless. It's endless water. And nah. Coming from a person
in
that can
colorful
barely
marine
swim.
life that mask its treacherous nature. Tragically, the Blue Hole has claimed the lives of an estimated 130 to 200 divers, earning its reputation as the most dangerous dive site on Earth. Many fatalities are attributed to disorientation, nitrogen narcosis, or the temptation to push beyond safe limits. One of the most haunting cases is that of Yuri Lipsky, a 22-year-old Russian diving instructor who died on April 28, 2000, after an uncontrolled descent to the depth of 377 feet. Lipsky carried a helmet camera that recorded his final moments, making it one of the most infamous diving deaths ever captured on video. The footage shows Lipsky descending voluntarily before losing control and landing on the seafloor. There, he appears to panic, removing his regulator and unsuccessfully attempting to inflate his buoyancy compensator. At such depths, Lipsky would have been severely affected by nitrogen narcosis, which can impair judgment, induce hallucinations, and cause overwhelming confusion and panic. This was an accident as he dove without monitoring his ascension rate, meaning he had no idea how fast he was going down, aside from feeling increasing pressure on his eardrums. He also had no vision at all, meaning he simply had no clue in what direction he was going, if at all. Lipsky was diving with a single tank presumed to contain standard air, a choice poorly suited for such depths. His body was recovered the following day by renowned deep-water diver Tariq Omar, who had previously warned Lipsky twice against attempting the dive. Omar found Lipsky's helmet camera still intact, even though it was designed to withstand depths of only 246 feet. The video, later posted to YouTube on June 17, 2008, titled "Fatal Diving Accident Caught on Tape," shows the terrifying final moments of Lipsky's life. Omar recounted the heartbreaking experience, stating, 2 days after we recovered his remains and gave his mother his belongings and equipment, she came to me asking that I help her disassemble them so she could pack them. The camera should have been damaged or even broken altogether because I found it at the depths of 115 meters, and it was only designed to sustain 75 meters, but to my surprise, the camera was still working. We played it, and his mother was there. I regret that his mother will have this forever. If I had known the footage existed, I'd have flooded it. I think the thing that really upset and saddened me about it was that his mom has it now. She has the footage of her own son drowning. Rest in peace to Yuri Lipsky. Berry Hill Bridge connects Virginia to North Carolina, spanning the Dan River near Eden in Rockingham County, North Carolina. This bridge has received the nickname Satan's Bridge. Reason why it received this nickname is because people have allegedly seen hooded figures and paranormal activity near the area, as it's a popular place where people do satanic rituals. The found footage that I'll be talking about was posted to the YouTube channel Scary Weather on May 16, 2008, but the video was actually recorded in 1999 and 2000, as this upload is a compilation filmed within those 2 years. In the video, Chris Childrey would record while driving by the bridge. He would even go underneath it to explore it, where he would find this.
I started shooting footage of Satan's Bridge in 1999 as I was doing a report on it for the George Washington High School art and literary magazine called Uwantes. And I wrote an article about it, but also decided to shoot this footage. Underneath the bridge on the south side, there's lots of graffiti underneath there, but there was also some interesting things there. As you can see here, there's 5 stones in a pentagram form, and in between these 5 stones there is sand and ashes, and that's my finger digging through the sand. And I
that's my finger digging through the sand. Well, I hope so.
Came across a small piece of paper that had been burned, and I'm blowing off the sand of it, and it is very obviously a religious tract, possibly a chick tract. It just so happens to have John 3:16 on it. Around this area, there were black candles, which is typically used in some satanic rituals, according to the Satanic Bible by Anton Sanderlevey. Also, you see here.
Wait. How you know so much about that though? Like you saying you stumbled upon it, but like you giving a lot of information right now. How you know what's in the Satanic Bible? Like, alright now.
5 stones with a white mark in them.
Pretty disturbing, and there's a high chance that this could have been some type of satanic ritual. But what he found the next year was far more disturbing. In this clip, he finds bags filled with animal carcasses. At first, he speculated that it could have been collected roadkill from earlier that someone picked up and threw out, but he also acknowledged the fact why this bridge is called Satan's Bridge, and could possibly be linked to animal sacrifices for rituals.
The smell of death was very strong that night, and you can see lots of deer carcasses, and I also saw some dog carcasses, many intact skeletons. The trash bags you see also contain dead animals, also some trash. This is a ditch on the southwest corner of the bridge. I speculated then that the bodies were placed there by either hunters or possibly by Department of Transportation getting rid of roadkill. I'd have to guess the former is more likely. It could also be speculated that the animals were killed in some sort of ritual sacrifice, considering it is called Satan's Bridge. I always suspected that the goings-on at the bridge was simply more teenage fascination and exploration of so-called satanic rituals more than anything else. I don't think some kids did this.
Regardless of the reasoning of the animal carcass, this is a bizarre sight to see, making this found footage extremely disturbing. Grave Robbing for Morons was uploaded to YouTube on August 9th, 2014, but this was a re-upload since the original video was reportedly sourced from a shockumentary titled Ensuring Your Place in Hell, which was released sometime in the late 1980s or early 1990s that featured disturbing content. In the nearly 27-minute video, a man who identifies himself as Anthony gives a detailed guide on how to rob graves and clean the stolen bones.
Okay, so you grab it like that, pull it forward, or so you'll have the backbone like this, all right, and you'll have ribs. Now the shirt usually turns hard, all right, so you have to break off the shirt and you have to rip it back. Now, okay, so try.
Like, how do people even rob graves? Like, I don't see why they, like, how do they even get into that profession? Because I know people rob graves and, like, I think they collect their bones and stuff and, like, put them on the dark web. I heard about that in, like, another video. Like, they do that and then, like, they sell it on the dark web for money. But it's like, how do you even get into stuff like that? Like, it's just, like, I don't even want to be
keep this. All right, try and keep the real teeth in. Right, the roots will pop out very, very, very easy. Okay, see, as you can see, the bone is very thin, so that's why these popped out very, very easily.
In regard to the contents of the clip, it's about a half-hour long and features an unidentified young man explaining how to rob graves, dig out bodies, and sell them on the black market for profit. Throughout the video, the young man provides a variety of tips and overall guidelines, all while seemingly holding a skull that was just recently dug up. The clip is notable for its eerie and unsettling nature.
And I don't want to stereotype anything like that, but he looks like a grave robber. I'm just gonna throw that in.
Nature, both in terms of the subject matter and the demeanor of the individual in the video, as the stutter adds to the overall creepiness and authenticity. Because why would he be stuttering so much talking about digging out graves? Is he nervous that he'll get caught or something? The video has sparked much debate about its authenticity, as it's unclear whether it is real or staged. Many viewers lean towards the theory that this video is fake, but an investigation by Abandoned Minds raises some doubts. In their analysis, they suggest that the skull used in the video is likely real. pointing out to the details on the skull is far more precise than what is typically found on replicas. This adds to the unsettling nature on the video, as it raises the possibility that Anthony might have actually acquired a real human skull. This is the holy grail for found footage, as nobody is able to debunk the video. Nobody knows who Anthony is, and we do not know who distributed it. Anthony also mentions plans to rob the grave of famous magician Harry Houdini, though there's no evidence to suggest such an attempt ever occurred. Now, there is a theory that Anthony may be from Queens, New York, considering that Houdini is buried there. Like, if he was born in California, how on earth will he bring a corpse from New York to California? So he most likely resides in New York. Adding to the mystery, Anthony's true identity remains unknown, and many suspect Anthony isn't his real name. The origins and intent of grave robbing for morons remain shrouded in mystery, and it's unlikely we'll ever uncover the full truth behind the video. Whether real or fake, it has cemented itself as a chilling piece of internet lore. A few of you guys on Instagram wanted me to cover the sleeping tape found footage, so here you go. On April 16, 2024, the YouTube channel Found Memories was created with the purpose of sharing random found footage collected over the years, in hopes that the original owners of the tapes might come across them and rediscover long forgotten memories. The description reads, "I've acquired thousands of videotapes and media over the years from various places, pawn shops, private sellers, auctions, and thrift stores, just to name a few. Not having the heart to record over them."
Videos like this, it make me miss high school, man. Like, when you out of high school, like, I'm 21, so it's been like coming up on 3 years since I graduated. So, man, it's like, bro, it's like when you get out of high school, you like, man, I never go back. But it's like the growing up part. It's like, man, it makes you think back to, like, man, when you was in high school, football game, basketball game, you know what I'm saying, chilling with your friends. Now that you graduated, most of y'all to departed. Feel me? It makes you go back. And I don't even really think it's the school. I feel like it's the people I miss, and, like, you know what I'm saying, growing up really will make you miss being young again, man. Real shit, man. Crazy.
I've held onto them all this time. I recently had the idea to start this channel as a
That gotta be a college.
held onto them all this time a few. Not having the heart to record over them, I've
God, dog. Yeah, this gotta be a college. Either a college or
held onto them all this time. I recently had the idea to start this channel as a way to archive them and actually do something with them. Maybe one day someone connected to them will find them, or not. Either way, I think all footage provides a memory for someone, and that is enough to save and upload them here. My plan is to go through them and upload as I have time, and hopefully these can be enjoyed again and not be forgotten. What you see is pretty much how I found them. They could be anything, and I'm still surprised sometimes at what I find. Enjoy. On the surface level, this isn't disturbing at all, just random home video found footage, but on June 1st, 2024, this video titled Tape 92 Found Footage Jason Sleeping was posted. This is a 31-minute video of some kid sleeping. That's it. Just a kid sleeping for 30 minutes. We have no idea where this tape came from or who these people are besides the kid sleeping is named Jason. Luckily, we can trace to when this was filmed as the date appears on screen, April 22nd, 2007. At first glance, this can look very disturbing as to why and who would record a kid while sleeping, but as I read through the comments, it's not as sinister as it may seem. A few comments suggest that it's probably a family recording their son in order to learn his sleeping patterns. After all, we have no idea who this Jason kid is, so there's a possibility that he struggles with sleepwalking, and the
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it would be way weirder if it was like YouTube channel, and it was the only post on the YouTube channel of titled Jason Sleeping. But knowing that it's like a found memories type of thing, nah, it's not.
Parents are just trying to see it happen with the camera, as this is a common practice to do. The only disturbing part about this video is how on earth did this video reach this YouTube channel? Did the family decide to donate random videotapes that happened to include their son sleeping? I guess we will never know. If you guys enjoyed this video, you will love this video right here, where I talk about 7 disturbing websites.
Yeah, it's a good video though. Yeah, it was a good video, man. I feel like the most disturbing one, like the one he started off with, had to been like that was the climax though. First it started off, it was like happy birthday to I forgot the little kid name, but whatever. Then got into the video, she was like, I hate you, Leonardo. Yeah, I hope you burn in hell for what you did, and da 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 da, and don't take my kids away. And then come to find out, like on down, she recorded another video talking about how she'd have murdered them, like she'd have unalived, like bro. Like it should never get to that point, man. Like your kids are supposed to be precious to you, and I know when I seen her, like in most of those photos, you can tell that she wasn't really feeling good, or it was just something off about her the whole time, man. And yeah, it's just sad to hear about that. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out Morbid for fun. It's a great dude. I like this video. I'll watch more of him. And let me know what you guys want to watch next. I just stuttered so hard. But peace.